certified. Glory to my Lord. You know I keep my sword, and I walk by faith and not by sight. I got what it takes to win a fight. I've been through the storm and the pain. The devil thought he won, that's a shame. I got victory in Jesus' name.
I got victory in Jesus' name.
I'm on a mission for Christ, I'm representing for Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
I am a witness for Christ, so I'ma keep living for Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm moving forward, I ain't looking back. I let go of the past and I pick up the slack. They wanted the truth, so I'm giving them facts, and it really don't get no realer than that. I am living proof of what God can do when you trust in Him.
You trust in Him.
And when everything start falling down, I look up to Him.
I look up to Him.
In the world surrounded by evil, the devil is leading my people astray. So I pray that my people take heed when I speak, cause I really have something to say. Do you know for sure that you would go to heaven if it was time for you to go away? Do you really believe that Jesus died on the cross, was buried and rose on the third day? If you believe in your heart and confess with your mouth, then congratulations on being saved. But if you're still playing games, then you better get right with Christ before it gets too late.
Hey.
I'm on a mission for Christ, I'm representing for Christ.
I am.
Positive vibes only, y'all ride with that Bible and I keep it on.
I do.
I'm on a mission for Christ, I'm representing for Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Positive vibes only, I had to stop and thank God for the moment. Hey. Mission for Christ, mission for Christ. I'm on a mission for Christ, I'm representing for Christ. Yeah, yeah. Mission for Christ, mission for Christ. I am a witness for Christ, so I'ma keep living for Christ. Yeah, yeah. Positive vibes only, I ride with my Bible and I keep it on me. I had to stop and thank God for the moment, cause He did not have to wake me up this morning. I'm counting my blessings and hoping that I can deliver this message. Do you have reception? I feel the presence of the Lord manifesting. Where is heaven? I'm headed in that direction. Following Jesus, no need to complain, this is all for a reason. I had to be patient and wait for my season. I set the trends, I don't play, follow the leader. Preaching that word like a preacher, cause I'm trying to reach out my people and let them know. Don't be prejudice, let it go. I am blessed from my head to toe. I got God with me everywhere I go. Tell him, bro, no negativity in his vicinity. We only feeding off of righteous energy. Put your hands up if you feeling me. You can achieve anything if you just believe. Don't give up on your dreams, I promise it's worth it. That's why I'm constantly working. My conscience was lurking for innocence. I was guilty of many sins, then I remember who died for them. He says, and I do not condemn. I need you to be confident. Now don't go in this world and try to do the opposite. You just be true and stay positive. And watch how we maneuver through obstacles. We came to overcome, keeping faith in the Holy One. And if we are the only ones representing for Christ, then that means we the chosen ones. I'm on a mission for Christ, I'm representing for Christ.
I am.
Positive vibes only, y'all ride with that Bible and I keep it on.
I do.
I'm on a mission for Christ, I'm representing for Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Positive vibes only, I had to stop and thank God for the moment. Hey. Mission for Christ, mission for Christ. I'm on a mission for Christ, I'm representing for Christ. Yeah, yeah. Mission for Christ, mission for Christ. I am a witness for Christ, so I'ma keep living for Christ. Yeah, yeah. Certified. Glory to my Lord. You know I keep my sword, and I walk by faith and not by sight. I got what it takes to win a fight. I've been through the storm and the pain. The devil thought he won, that's a shame. I got victory in Jesus' name.
I got victory in Jesus' name.
I'm on a mission for Christ, I'm representing for Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
I am a witness for Christ, so I'ma keep living for Christ.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm moving forward, I ain't looking back. I let go of the past and I pick up the slack. They wanted the truth, so I'm giving them facts, and it really don't get no realer than that. I am living proof of what God can do when you trust in Him.
Yeah. Fisherman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Precision, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Been running a long, long time. Been running a long, long time from you. From you. There's no place that I can hide. Nowhere you're always the order. I'm ready to turn myself in, wholly available to you. I'm gonna give everything, fully committed, ready to be used. I want you to lead me, I want you to guide me. I promise that I will, I promise to follow. I want you to lead me, I want you to guide me. I promise that I will, I promise to trust you. Anywhere you want me go, anything you want me to do, Lord, for you. Anywhere you taking me, anything you want me say, I'll do, Lord, for you. I want to take control of my life. Father, here I am. I surrender all to you. I want to.
Me, your girl Melissa D, your activation specialist, and I am embracing my singleness today, y'all. And I am here with none other than the founder and creator of the Embrace Your Singleness Ministry, Miss Colette Creighton. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Look, I don't know where you've been if you have not heard or if you're not following Embracing Your Singleness. It is totally a movement. It's more than a ministry. It's a movement on social media, on Instagram, with tens of thousands of followers who, I mean, obviously it is a message ripe for this time and this season. And so on today, we are going to jump right into the topic of embracing your singleness. And it's not going to be just your typical conversation about, oh, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be so lowly and homely and serve the Lord. Look, we're going to be real with y'all today.
Yes.
And Colette really brings so much authenticity and genuine realness on her page. If you're on IG, go right now and follow Embrace Your Singleness so that you can see all that she drops in her nuggets of wisdom. Again, like I said, she's the founder of Embrace Your Singleness Ministry, based here in Atlanta, Georgia. And God birthed this ministry out of her on November 9th, 2014. So you're hitting on close to your 3-year anniversary.
Yep.
To start an Instagram ministry page. And look, I get it. I saw a funny meme the other day that says, look, some of y'all, instead of going to church, y'all trying to get this little like Instagram gospel.
Right.
You can't look, it's all good, but really hers is real. Yes, it is the gospel. It's authentic, but it's relatable. It's relatable. It's not too preachy or church. It's going to reach you in a place of where you are right now, and I love it very much. My girl, this is my fellow homegirl from Alabama. Colette is from Jackson's Gap, Alabama, and spent most of her adulthood in Auburn, now here residing in Atlanta. Holds a Bachelor's of Science degree in Healthcare Administration and an MBA. She is corporate by day, but a woman of faith and of God who's sold out for the Lord and not ashamed 24/7. Now, that's the epitome of ministry in the marketplace. And you know that's what we're about in our mission here on the Activation Hour. Because I get it. We're called to be a blend. We can't just be Christian and Kingdom on Sunday. We are called to be that 24/7. So you're representing Kingdom in the corporate world and in the marketplace. Her passion is pouring into single women and men who are broken and helping them heal in their singleness and finding their true identity in Christ. And that's truly the first way to embrace your singleness, is to know who you are. But I'm not going to go there yet, y'all. Just hold on a minute. She understands what singles go through when living for the Lord and trying to keep a pure heart, because there's a standard that's raised for your life. When we're single and we're called, there's a level of purity, of holiness, of consecration, and excellence that we are called to, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. Her mission is to encourage, inspire, empower, and educate singles all over the world so they can be happy and content in their singleness. Some of y'all so in a hurry to get out of singles, you're going to miss it. Y'all know y'all gonna want this season where ain't nobody in your house bothering you.
Exactly.
Right? Where ain't nobody eating up your food out the refrigerator. So embrace your singleness. My sister, my friend, fellow minister of the gospel, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Such an honor to be here.
Yes. Look, I said I was gonna tell you this when I saw you. it finally came to my memory. Like, we have more than one route of connection. We, have been in ministry together at a previous singles ministry I was a part of.
Yep.
And look, when I saw your bio and I saw Jackson's Gap, Alabama, girl, I got family there and I ain't even playing.
Oh
my
my
cousin
God.
has a church in Jackson's Gap. He was, So I was like, look, are we related? Y'all, this my cousin.
Right.
And it's just it's so powerful how even though like we've crossed paths in life, it's like, I know I've been around you, I know I've seen you, but God brought us full circle. And this is again the power of social media, reaching out and connecting and supporting one another for the kingdom. So I'm honored to have you. And wow, what amazes me is how God used an Instagram page to reach so many people. What inspired, like, what, I know you said this was like maybe 3 years ago. So what happened? What was the activation hour, that trigger that said, I'm going to start this ministry and this page?
Pretty much, like I said, from my past, I was a girl who was broken. I had so much pain in me. Like, I always felt like I needed a man. And it just would break my heart when I would see people like they're chasing after these men, just trying to fill a void. Why can't you just let God fill that void?
Absolutely.
And I always had that passion, like that burning desire. Like, I just really want singles to get it, like to really understand what this season is for, And it just like one day I was just sitting down at home, and I was just hearing God saying, just start an Instagram page, just start it. So I just like, okay, I'm going to start this page. And I'm like, God, I need a name. Like, what do you want me to name this movement, this ministry that you're trying to tell me to do? Like, what is it? And I just kept hearing embrace, because people are not embracing their singleness. They look at it as a curse or being overlooked or what, just abusing it. But it's actually a gift. So I just like, embrace your singleness. So it just came from there. And like I was telling you, when I started the page, I was like, okay, God, I'm just going to sit behind this phone, just encourage people, because, I'm shy, quiet, introvert. I'm not going to be out here doing no speaking, no conferences, but I'm like, wow, look at me now, So it just like,
brought you.
Exactly. And I'm just amazed, how my ministry is blessing people, how to embrace their singleness.
Absolutely. It's personally blessed me. I told Colette this, like, honestly, I'm single, not married, never been married, and y'all, it has peaks and valleys. It just does. And then, yes, you add to the equation of, trying to live a holy and righteous life, being saved, and then being a minister. I'm like, Lord, help me live right. Help me. This is hard.
Yes.
But I realized there's so much peace when you finally surrender to the season.
Yes.
Surrender to the season. Let it be all that it's supposed to be. And I truly believe, I was joking when I said, like, some of y'all gonna look back and like, I'm gonna miss this place where I was when you when that husband, that wife, and that family comes. You're gonna be like, man, you gonna be hiding in the closet trying to get some quiet time. There's some married folks I can tell you about that. And I relish that. I think some of my most precious moments right now that I find contentment in being single is that I walk into a quiet house.
Yes.
I don't take that for granted.
Girl.
I used to not. Look, and we're going to talk about some real testimonies today. I went from maybe about 3 or 4 years ago or so where I wouldn't even want to go home because my house was empty.
Wow.
I would travel the world. I would go speak. I would do all these things. It's like, I don't want to go into that empty house because ain't nobody there waiting on me. Now I'm like, please, Lord, get me to my safe place. Get me to my quiet place. So that is, like you said, contentment. Why do you think people struggle being content in this season? Even from your personal testimony.
I would say with me, I would say I didn't really understand singleness. I didn't understand it. I just always thought like I just had to have someone. I was afraid to be alone. I think sometimes people struggle with loneliness, you know. And I try to tell people sometimes those moments when you feel alone, that's sometimes God is crying to you, come spend time with him. Just love on God in this season. You know, just let him equip you. You know, become his best. Discover your purpose. This is your time to work. You know, this is not your time to be complaining and moaning around. No, you have work to do in your singleness.
That's real.
You know, and it's crazy because I literally discovered my purpose when I really got to that contentment of singleness. This is when I discovered what God called me to do. So
I love that you shared that you find your purpose in the contentment of this season. And the fact that as a single, and I know y'all hear this sometimes, but truly I understand now, if I had my husband now or when I received my calling, how much harder that would have been to accept my call to ministry. How much harder that would be to travel the way that I do now. There's a whole nother human I have to consider.
Girl.
And I don't really answer to nobody but the Lord right now. And that's okay.
Right.
And so there's a part of self-discovery. Talk about that. Learning the things you love about yourself or the things you want to fix about yourself.
Right. And I'm glad you said that. And this is another thing I always tell people, to the singles, you know, I didn't love myself when I didn't understand it. You know, I didn't, because the things I used to do and stuff, I didn't love myself. You know, I had to learn to love Colette, you know, what I want in life. You know, also in this season, I went back to school, got my degrees and stuff. I worked on me. Another thing I like to tell people too, you know, say for example, you're single and you're saying you want this man that eats healthy, works out, do this and that. And that's how I was. I was saying I wanted this and that. But I'm like, Colette, you're not even applying it to your own self. How you want this man that does this, stays in the gym, but you won't do that. So I remember in 2015 was literally a year that I kind of lost myself. Like, I just let Colette go. And I had to rediscover, like, no. So in 2016, you know, I thought I want to live a better, healthy life. It's time for me to find myself again. I just went through a season of depressed. I was depressed pretty much in 2015, where I had kind of like let myself go, run into food and stuff for comfort and stuff.
That's but that's honest.
Yes. And so in 2016, I was like, you know what? It's time to pick myself back up, gain this confidence. And somebody had told me one day, it's like, Colette, you know, you got to do right with your ministry. And the things that God is going to do for you, where he's going to take you, you know, you got to do right with your body and stuff. So I just like, you know what, let me start living a better, healthy lifestyle, you know. And that's the thing I tell people in their singleness, you know, if you want to work out, you know, do that. If you want to learn how to cook, because some people don't know how to cook. You know, this is your time to learn how to do that. Take some cooking classes.
Get your money together.
Exactly. Get out, you know, work on your finances. You know, if you want to get debt free, you don't want to go into no marriage, bringing all this crazy debt, you know, and stuff. So that's just some things that I'm working on personally in myself.
I love that. I love that. So I like what you shared, like, you know, even being a part of singles ministries and things like that. It's really important we understand it's not always about, well, I'm going to go over here and learn how to be a good girlfriend and learn how to be a wife. That's cool, but learn how to be you first.
Right.
I had to learn how to be Melissa. I'm in a phase of self-discovery because I don't, you know, that I've had my activation hour. I'm no longer just Melissa that grinds in my corporate job and I'm cool just doing life the way I want to do it, because there was a season in my life I did whatever I wanted to do. I didn't care. I had fun. I went out. I dated. I did whatever I thought that would make Melissa happy, but I realized there had to come a time when I had to die to that old way to go to a higher level of living. What that required now is to know, who does God say I am?
Right.
And there was still something missing, although I was out here running around doing whatever Melissa wanted to do. And it was cute on the surface because, okay, I'll go to church. Okay, I'll volunteer. I'll do all the stuff that I thought people wanted me to do until I knew what he called me for. I had to get somewhere and hear him first.
Right.
And what makes it so amazing is, imagine when you connect with your purpose, and now when that spouse comes and they connected too, now y'all live in purpose together.
Exactly.
And I bet any married person who does not truly know who they are, is walking in their purpose, will tell you it's harder to figure that out when you got another person connected to you.
Exactly.
It is so hard. So you have to stay grounded with ministries like this, with people who are like-minded, not your girlfriends that's, you know, moaning about, I ain't got no man, and we sitting around strategizing, talking about what men do. We don't We don't talk about this stuff. I
Right.
talk to Colette on the phone. I talk to my single girlfriends on the phone. We really ain't talking about what these men out here doing. We talking about,
Exactly.
girl, how your business doing?
Exactly.
What you got going on with your ministry? What
Yes.
conferences are you going to this year?
Yes.
I'm taking this cooking class. You want to go to spin
Yes.
class with me? We're edifying each other.
Exactly. Amen.
We're
Yes.
edifying each other.
Yes.
So tell us how you are mobilizing that, how you are creating a space for singles to do just what we said, to go live. How are you doing that now with Embrace Your Singleness?
Well, of course, with my postings and stuff I put out
Yes.
there, I'm always telling them, go live. I tell a lot of people, get out in your community to serve, because a lot of times people ask me sometimes, like, I don't know what my purpose is. And I tell them, like, first of all, what do you enjoy doing? What just inside of you that leaps like, oh my God, it gives me so much joy. Like, what makes you happy and you just love to do? Sometimes that is your purpose. But I do tell them, travel, get out, have girl nights with your girls, go out, out to dinner, go listen to live music, live bands. It's nothing wrong with that, because some people feel like, oh, I can't do that. Yes,
you better
can.
live,
You better
honey.
live. Like you said, travel.
Yeah.
That's something that what I'm trying to do. That's something I am working on in my
Yes.
singleness. I do want to travel more, so Lord, make a way.
Look, I ain't about to like put that on her, but I'm just saying I see an Embrace Your Singleness trip coming up or something.
Girl, we gonna speak that into it.
But hey, 2018 Embrace
Oh,
Your
yeah.
Singleness vacation or something.
Yes.
There we
Speak
go.
that. Speak
But
that,
for real,
girl.
like people, sometimes they're just afraid to do things alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that. Like I have
Yeah.
some friends that won't like sit at a restaurant by themselves
And I hate when
or
people
go to the
do-
movies by themselves.
I'll do it in a heart. I'll go to the movies in a heartbeat by myself. I will. I'm not. And I'll go out to eat by myself all the time. People sometimes they're like, "You go out to eat by yourself?"
Absolutely, I do.
Yes.
I gotta eat, and I ain't gonna
Yes.
wait on y'all. I'm hungry.
All the time. I tell them, be me and Jesus. I go on date nights with Jesus or date days with
do
Jesus.
too.
I just take him with me. He sits across from me. I'm like, okay, God. And then, I just talk to him in my head, like, God, just speak to me.
That's
So, yes.
good.
And sometimes it's good to have that alone time to go by yourself, just to plan things, just kind of just.
Or just be.
reflect. Yeah.
Just be.
Yeah.
I did that recently. I travel a lot, so and oftentimes when I go have dinner by myself, I don't take my phone with me anymore.
That's a
Because
good
what
idea.
happens is I start scrolling and I'm on social media and I'm doing all of this,
yeah.
and I really haven't like utilized or taken the time to just sit. That is my time. Like I eat slower. I'm like, let me enjoy my
Yes.
food. Let me enjoy the scenery around me.
Yes.
And the thing is, especially for us women, when you have taken care of your body and you looking good, I dressed up for myself. I get cute. I put on my makeup and I go sit there at this restaurant. And the
Yes.
funny part about it, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna be sitting up by yourself too long.
Right. Right.
That's the reality. Is that
Right.
when you feel good,
Mhm.
that shows
Yes,
on you.
exactly.
That light is on you.
Right.
And it
Right.
draws people.
Exactly.
The right people now. Don't be drawing Joe Crazy sitting at
Right.
the bar.
Right. And I tell people, like, you got to enjoy your own company. That's
good,
another thing.
Colette.
You have to enjoy your own company, because I have noticed the times that when I first moved to Atlanta, or times that I go out somewhere by myself, I realize that I have the most fun when I'm by myself. And it's not like that I'm alone. Like you said, people will come up to me like, hey, you by yourself, I got that for you. And so I'm like, no, I got it. No, I got it. It's on me, So I'm telling you, if you just get out there, like you said, and just live and embrace your singleness, guys, you just don't know what you're missing.
That's so real. I've met some of the most fascinating people just showing up. Just go. You never know. It's I look at it like an adventure.
Right, exactly.
Like, okay, Jesus, who am I going to meet today? What am I going to do today? What am I, and it's really, really real. I love that. So you have so many great things in the works. And it started out as an Instagram page.
Yes, it did.
But now you're adding more of the human element and bringing people together. When did you know, Colette, that wait a minute, this is big? Like I want y'all to understand, like you got tens of thousands of Instagram followers and people who really are, and it's not just people following her page. This is for real, like engagement. People are commenting, they're sharing, they're encouraged. It is so encouraging, honestly.
Yeah.
And sometimes I told Colette this. We talked almost half the night one time,
Yeah.
and I said, "Girl, you just don't know." There are times when I've been in my valley and I've been in a low place in singleness, and I'm scrolling, and then one of your messages will pop up, and it does minister to me. And so, how did you know it's more than Instagram? And this is like legit. This is big. When did you know that?
It was like when I first started the page, as I was seeing the page was growing, I'm like, wow, where are these people coming from?
Yeah.
And it was just like I was getting messages. People would be like, oh my God, you just don't know how your story, the things you put out here, how it's helping me. And it was one day a young lady had DM'd me on IG. She was like, you just don't know how your testimony has helped me. She said, I was literally involved with a married man. And she said, listen to your story, your testimony. It literally helped me to walk away from that. And I knew right then and there, I'm like, God, I know you have called me to do so much more, not just sit behind this phone to be putting out here. You know, I just got to get out this comfort zone. Because like I said, I am very quiet, a shy girl. But I tell people I'm a quiet storm, though, for the Lord. You know, I'm not ashamed to speak on my Father. You know, so just those messages I get, it just encourages me like, okay, God has called me to do more. You know, he's going to equip you, Colette. You got this, you know, because sometimes I doubt myself. I let fear get in front of me at times, but I just got to keep going. My faith. I tell people my faith brought me to Atlanta, and my faith is going to keep me, and it's going to keep me on this journey with encouraging you all.
That's amazing. So you are now entering a season of your conference and of bringing singles together to embrace and empower and to just soar in this single season. Tell us about your vision for your conference.
Oh, wow. Man, I'm so excited for this year conference. Y'all just don't know.
I mean, the lineup is sick. I was like, oh my gosh, they about to tear it down with these speakers.
Yes.
I mean, so tell us about the Singles Loft.
Yes, so the name of this year conference is called the Singles Loft, with Loft standing for Living on Faith and Thriving in Singleness.
I love that.
And this year I wanted to kind of give you a loft feel, you know, to show you as Christian singles, we can have fun too, you know, and bring other people around each other, people that's striving for the same thing, you know, in life, you know. So I just wanted to show you that, hey, we can have fun too.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people think as Christians, our lives are boring.
They're not.
But it's not,
you
know. It's not. So I just wanted to create that type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, I just cannot wait. Like I said, I have some amazing speakers that's just ready to keep it real. And if you follow me, I'm very transparent, so we're going to keep it real that night.
Yes.
So I'm just excited, you know, to see what God is going to do on November the 18th.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It is. I'm excited. I'm going to be in the building, y'all. I'm supporting my sister.
Yes.
I know there's going to be something there for me. And I like what you said. Like, there's this misconception of, but you like, you know, I know some people like this. Well, I do the church thing when I settle down. I'll really for real do my walk when I get married and I'm whatever. I'm not out here. And the reality is, it's so much more fulfilling now because when you're in a community, a family of like-minded singles, and I'm so excited for the kingdom of God to see more ministries like this. You have yours, Embrace Your Singleness. You have Salt. You have you know, so many Saved in the City. But there's almost like an emergence or a movement of singles that are sold out for the Lord, and they're bold, and they're like, look at me, look at us. I look just like you. I ain't, you know, out here dressed with skirts down to my ankles and not wearing no makeup. Nah, I'm going to do me, but I'm going to do me for God.
Exactly.
And I'm going to have fun. Like, we still, I don't just sit up, you know, waiting and pining and crying for my man to come.
Exactly.
Not no more. But, because I had some nights like that. Like,
that's why I had to keep myself
Friday,
busy.
I ain't got no date.
Exactly. That's why you had to keep yourself busy. I tell a lot of the singles, keep yourself busy in your single season, because if you do get to that moment when you get still, because it's times when, I'm going to be honest, it's times when I get still, when I sit down and get to thinking, I do sometimes get angry at God, like, God, okay, now when he's coming, you know, what's up, God? You know, I get in my feelings. I'm not perfect, you know, but That's why I like to stay busy. You know, you got to get busy in your single. Just
Yeah.
don't be
for God. Don't be
around.
doing no
Exactly.
random stuff
Right,
now. Though.
right. For God.
Yes.
You know?
don't be out here busy. Like oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna say this for the second half because I got a good kind of question I want to ask you about. What is Christian dating? That's a whole nother. I feel like that's a whole nother show, Colette, for real. Because I have these debates with my friends who are Christians. I mean, I know they love Jesus, but they don't. They probably just ain't quite, you know, in their walk where I am, and it's all good. I still love them too. Right. And people will say, okay, Melissa, just go out on dates. I'm like, I'm not just going out with just anybody.
Exactly.
I can't do that. I cannot. It ain't even about me. It's the fact that I have a calling on my life, and I can't just. I'm not hungry. I cook. I can go out to eat. Some of y'all out here going on dates because y'all hungry and you trying to look for who's gonna buy your meal. Let's be honest. So I ain't gonna be out here just to collect dates to have something to do on Friday night, or just to make all these random plans. And you don't want to get so busy where God can't get to you.
Exactly.
So I believe I do support my sister Colette in saying, yes, you be busy, do things, but be busy on purposeful things.
Yes.
And things that are healthy connections. Right. Don't be busy picking up unhealthy habits and unhealthy things. But anyway, I'm for real. Some of y'all out here marathon dating. Anybody got time for that?
I know that's right. Girl.
How my husband gonna reach me when I'm out here at dinner with somebody I don't even like?
Exactly.
And I'm good.
Exactly.
I don't need that free meal. It's all good.
Exactly. I know that's the truth. I can do it by myself.
I can do it by myself, or I'd rather be on like a group date or a group outing, or just something meaningful.
Right.
Not all this randomness. Some of y'all random daters. Sit down. You better embrace your singleness.
Right.
So I'm gonna cut to a quick break because I do want to come back and unpack more about maybe sharing some healthy ways to embrace singleness, healthy relationships, healthy friendships, and purpose discovery. We're gonna dig deeper, y'all. Stay connected. You're listening to the Activation Hour. I'm your girl, Melissa D, your activation specialist. I'm here with Colette. Stay connected. Go check out Embrace Your Singleness while we on the break. Go, you on your phones, you're watching on your phone, on your computer. Go to Instagram. Check out Embrace Your Singleness. Go get your ticket for the Singles Loft Embrace Your Singleness Conference, November 18th. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. We're going to be in the building.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're listening to 108 Praise Radio, where we're always voicing the gospel. We'll be right back.
This is what I need you to do, because I realize that you can't say you are a winner but look defeated. I need you to get up out of your seat and high five 10 people across this room. Don't just stay at your room, tell them across the room that you will win. Come on, high five 10 people and tell them you will win. You will win. God don't birth failures. God don't call you defeated. You are a winner. Maybe you didn't know it before, but now you know it tonight. Now you know it tonight. You are a winner. You are a winner. Unleash that champion. Unleash that champion out of you. Come on, that's your challenge. You will win. My way. My way.
Hey. Ah, yeah. Hey, I live because of you, walk because of you, breathe because of you. I owe everything to you. I sing because of you, do everything because of you. I lift my hands because of you. I owe everything to you. Sing. Oh, I walk, Lord. Breathe, I breathe, yeah. I owe everything. Sing, I sing, yeah. Doing everything, yeah. Lift my hands. Oh, I owe it. And everybody say I live because of you, yeah. Walk because of you. Breathe because of you. I owe everything. Sing, I sing, yeah. Lord, I do everything because lift my head. Shout a praise him right now. Say I live, yeah. I live because of you. Walk because of you.
I'm joined here with the creator and founder of Embrace Your Singleness Ministry, my girl Colette Creighton here, my fellow Alabama girl. We are just, oh my gosh, we were sitting here talking about all these connections and how God brought us full circle because we met at a time she had just moved here from Atlanta, and it really just, it came back to both of our memories like this week, like, wait a minute,
Right.
I met her before, and it's crazy how God took us. He did what he had to do with Colette on birthing out, you know, embracing your singleness and finding her place here in this new location in Atlanta in this new season. And now for me, at the time that we had originally met each other, which was probably like 2013-ish, 12, 13, I wasn't feeling this single thing. I'm like, look, Jesus, I was turning 30 at the time. I'm like, why my husband ain't here yet? Like, me and God was having some real fights about this, and I wasn't ready. I was not at the time that we met. And she said, you know, maybe God just had to do some stuff in us to bring us back full circle. So that just, oh, glory to God. Like, he made it. He orchestrated this. He did. For real.
He really did.
He really did. And so before the break, if y'all have been watching and you're connected, we started talking about, like, Christian dating. And I put quotations because I'm like, is there any other way to do it? People are so cavalier and casual. And I'm like, do people date for real anymore? It's so much of hooking up and online dating. I mean, I've done it all, the whole online dating thing and going out and hooking up. Let's be honest, I've been saved all my life, but I ain't always lived right.
Right.
And but you know, now because I know I'm sacred to God. I'm his daughter. I'm his chosen vessel. I'm made in his image. I handle my body and my life with so much more care now. I literally guard this thing, this single walk, like I guard my life. You can't take my peace right now. You can't have my joy in this season. So, Colette, help us out from a ministry perspective. What are some let's be practical. How would you advise somebody or encourage them for Christian dating? Like, what would you tell them about the ways to date in a healthy way?
Well,
I mean,
I know with the dating, because
it can be. Sometimes it's a lot.
It can, and I will be honest. Sometimes I don't even like the term dating, because.
Thank you. I'm gonna let you say it, because I have these debates. I don't like that word.
I don't either, because some people look at dating as in just dating for fun, dating without purpose. Because I feel, with me personally, the next person I date, which we're going to be courting, we're going to be courting for purpose, for marriage. I'm not finna date you just to be dating, just going out to eat and whatever else. I don't have time for that, you know, and I'm not doing it. So that's why I don't really care for the term of dating. But one thing about me, if it does come to that, we have to be on the same page. We got to be equally yoked. You know, he needs to be a man of God, and the thing is, I posted one day on my page on social media is that we got to be careful. Like, I don't want a man that, just, okay, he's the Sunday person. This goes to church.
I remember that post.
You remember?
That was, I was like,
Yeah.
yes, Lord.
I don't want
Don't let him be out here
Right.
fooling you talking about, oh, I go to church.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm spiritual.
No.
What?
I need to see if you're really living for the Lord. Like, do you really know God, or do you just know about him? I need you to really be a God-fearing man. Of course, we're not perfect. I'm not looking for no perfect man, but I know God got a perfect man just for me, But I don't want someone to just go to church on Sunday. I need someone when we going through some things that you can pray for me when I'm going through it. They can really pray for me, get a prayer through, because there may be times I feel weak. That flesh may get weak now. I may want to call you up. So I need a man of God, if I can be real.
I'm committed to this.
Right. So I need a real man of God so he can be like, Colette, no, we finna pray about this thing, So.
It was funny to me. I was having this dialogue with some friends, and I said, it's amazing how we spend more time thinking about what we're going to post than really thinking about and praying about who we're going to go out with.
Right.
Y'all spend more times analyzing your selfies
okay.
than analyzing this man or woman because they looking good. Like let me ask some questions. And yeah, it's hard, especially when you add things like celibacy to the equation.
Yes.
Because the flesh is weak.
Yes.
But this is the thing, like if you're living according to the Spirit of God, your desire becomes God's desire for you. And I'm not saying it's not going to be hard, but even for me, my personal testimony in this walk, this celibacy walk, this purity walk with God, it's like I don't want to compromise my promise.
Right.
Honestly, it's gotten to that point. It's like it's not even just about doing this because I'm not dating.
Right.
That's the thing. Now I remember I was watching another show, another host, Courtney Smith. Shout out Courtney. She had a guest that said this week, Colette. She said, you know what? Some of y'all celibacy isn't just like, well, I'm not dating, so I'm not having sex.
Right.
No. You ain't obviously you don't have nobody convenient enough to call up right now. So you're is it abstaining with a purpose?
Right.
That this is because of a commitment I made to God, to myself, and to my future husband or wife. So that to me is a part of the Christian dating. I like that you said courtship. I like the word courtship because I think there's a friendship that develops in courtship.
Yep.
There's a pure intention and a heart for it. I want to know the heart of that person.
Right.
Have a friendship. Talk. What are we talking about?
Exactly.
Does it have substance? Are we having fun together?
Right.
Some of y'all married to folks that y'all don't even like because y'all didn't court each other.
Exactly.
You're like, I love you, but I don't like you that much.
Right.
That's bad.
Right. And it's funny you say that. I've heard married people have told me that they feel lonely in their marriage, and that
my God.
breaks my heart.
That is heartbreaking.
Yeah, they tell me like, I wish I would have had that moment to embrace my singleness. I have had married people told me that, and I was like, wow. So that's why I was like, oh my God, that's why embracing your singleness is so much
downright
more
terrifying.
Yes,
because I've been in a relationship before where I felt lonely, and that was, it wasn't supposed to be, but to be in a marriage now this is a God covenant. That's a whole nother level. Like we got rings and things, and we can't just be breaking this covenant like all randomly. So now that is, if you don't, I like you said earlier, a relationship with yourself. If you don't have a solid foundation in God, and if you don't know yourself, you will get lonely. In a relationship. Yep. When that husband or wife is out pursuing their purpose, you sit here lonely like, well, they out doing their thing. What am I supposed to do?
Exactly.
Well, if you didn't figure that out in your singleness, it's going to be a little bit harder to figure that out now.
Yep.
And I've heard that. That is terrifying.
It is.
Like, oh my God. Some people look up in marriages like, how did I get here? I used to show... Lord have mercy. Y'all know I tell too much of my business sometimes. I remember I used to say, Colette, I was in a relationship before where it was a one night stand that went too wrong. Like I just never went home. And I was like, Jesus. I looked up one day in that situation and I was like, get me out of this.
Yes.
Get me out of this and I'll serve you. This is not my marriage.
Yes.
This is not my man. How did I get here?
Exactly.
Like, I don't even know if I packed a bag. Like, we just went and bought clothes. It's like, you ain't going home. And I was like, oh my God. But that's honest. Some of us are attaching our bodies, our spirits, and our lives to things that aren't our destiny.
Yes.
If you're not careful in your single season. And, man, what are some practical things that you want people to walk away with coming to your conference?
Okay. Well, the theme of the conference is a night of hope. And God gave me that theme. Like, I'll be honest, when I, in the midst of planning the conference, I themed the conference like 2 other things. And I was sharing it with some of my friends, and they were like, Colette, I don't know. And so I had to get serious. I was like, okay, let me really get in my prayer closet and really go to God in prayer. Like, God, what do you want the singles to take away this year from the conference? Like, what is it, God, that you want the people to be ministered about? What is it?
Yeah.
And I kept hearing the word hope. God was showing me that there are so many people, singles, that are hopeless.
Wow.
It's about to give up, have given up, you know, because I get it with the messages I get daily on Instagram that's telling me that I'm losing hope. And the thing is that what we do, and sometimes I get like that, our biological clock. We want to
especially as
operate,
women. Oh
right,
my Lord.
yeah. We want to operate on our time, but I try to tell people we are not on our time. We're on
your
God's
life
timetable.
is not your own.
Right. We're on God's timetable. So my goal this year is that God has showed me that they're going to be restored. Their hope is going to be restored in their
My
singleness
God.
this year at the Embrace Your Singleness Conference. So just get ready. I just cannot wait to see how God is going to move.
I feel that in my spirit, restored.
Yes.
Ooh, I pray that for you all who are listening right now, that just a wind of restoration be released into your life, that you'll be made whole. I don't know if I shared this on the show or not, but I maybe about 2 weeks ago I was at church at the altar or whatever. Me and God were having a moment. I had to take some stuff to the for real. So sometimes it ain't enough for me to just whisper a prayer. I have to lay it all on the altar.
Yes.
And I jokingly tell people, like, y'all, I leave my lashes at the altar. Shout out to my dude. I joke with, shout out to my KEC, Kingdom Empowerment Center family. They know me that I will leave them lashes at the altar.
Girl.
And I don't even know why I do my makeup on Sunday, because we go through it. But I was laying at the altar, and God said to me so clearly, hold and control don't go together.
Yes, hold and control.
He said it to me 3 times. Being whole and being in control don't go together.
I like that. That's deep.
And he been dealing with me about that. And I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't think I was a control freak, y'all.
Wow.
Until he had to show me. He's like, if you don't submit everything to me, you're trying to be in control.
Yep.
And you're not whole. You're not completely sold out to me.
Yes.
You're not completely surrendering to me.
Yep.
And the truth of the matter is, if you can't surrender to me like this, you sure aren't going to be able to submit to your husband when the time comes.
Amen.
That thing cut me.
Girl.
Because some of us, especially as women, I got it together. I've done my work, and he need to, baby girl, let God speak to you. He'll help you clean out your stuff.
Right.
And to really get it together. And you said something about restore. He wants to restore you.
Yes, he does.
It's not his will to be broken.
Amen.
And he sure doesn't want broken marriages. That is his covenant. That is the cornerstone of the family.
Yes.
And allow yourself
Amen.
to be broken, to be made whole. So if you're in a single season right now, and I'm sure, Colette, you can relate to this, especially again in ministry, you will come to a place he will break you down.
Yes,
In a graceful way. What Tasha Cobb said, gracefully broken. I love that song. Because man will break you down to hurt you.
Right.
God will break some stuff off of you to heal you, to prune you. And that's really also what embracing your singleness is about, right?
Yep.
So we have to be willing to be broken by God to be made whole.
Right. And that's a lot of things. People, they don't want to heal. You know, we got to heal in our single season. That was my thing. I struggled with that. Like, I was someone, y'all, I'm just being honest. I can just got out of a relationship, and I'll be like, I don't want to be alone. I felt like I had to jump into another relationship to help me get over my ex. I didn't allow myself to heal. I was just adding more pain, more toxin, bringing it into the next relationship,
Yes.
adding more misery,
Yeah.
you know, just more damage. You know, I was damaged. My heart was just, oh my God, y'all, if y'all would have knew the
real.
old me.
I call it,
oh.
you know, medicine. Y'all
Yes.
out here looking for medicine
Right,
instead of
exactly.
going to God for healing.
Exactly.
Ooh, you know what? Will you come back to the activation hour for part 2?
Yes, of
I feel
course.
like there's so much more to talk about, and she's coming back, and we're gonna do this again. Can we do this in November?
Of course.
We're gonna set up another date because I
Yes.
feel like I said there's restoration. I want to talk about some singles who are whole because I want you guys to see we're living proof that you can live a happy single life.
Amen.
Like
Amen.
authentically, not
Yes.
this is no mask, no fake stuff. I'm not just out here. Oh, I'm good and going
Right.
home. Oh my
Exactly.
God. No, I'm
Exactly.
authentic. It's hard sometimes,
Mhm.
but we give it to God daily.
Amen.
It's
Amen.
a daily decision, a
It
daily
is.
walk.
It
Colette, thank
is.
you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh my
Thank you
gosh.
for
Oh, yeah.
having me.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Y'all, I'm going to show out at this conference. I'm going to get
Yes.
everything that she got. I'm going for my restoration, my healing.
Yes.
I'm going to go for all of that. Meet us in the building November 18th. You can go to my website, melissadwhite.info. I have a link to purchase tickets for her conference and a link for you to read more about Colette and her ministry,
Yes.
Embrace Your Singleness. Thank you,
Thank
homegirl.
you
I
so
love
much.
you. God bless your ministry.
you.
Go keep changing lives.
Yes,
keep
ma'am.
helping people embrace their
Amen.
singleness.
Amen.
Family, stay connected. I love you all. Have an amazing week. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. God bless you, and you are now activated. I'm your girl, Melissa D, the activation specialist. You're tuned in to 108 Praise Radio, where we're always voicing the gospel. Have a great week, family.
Hey.